Jesus Christ, just as I was gonna finish this stuff and would not want to know about it anymore, I do have to video record the third part of this video. And yes, everything is concentrated on one thing, and that's basically timing. In first video I stated 2016. In a second video I stated 2014. In the third video I'm gonna state to you 2011, 2010, 2011 exactly was the date of the plane crash in what they say Potomac River. That's all. That's such an easy thing to do for the third video about this stuff. Why now in 2010, 2011? Well, because in 2010, 2011 this was a small thing. Barely anything came out of it. They wanted to hush. They didn't want to know anything about this stuff. And nobody knew anything about this stuff. Nobody knew absolutely anything about this stuff. But it was 2 years later, sometimes in 2012, that it was the first fisherman that, I don't know what was he using, a fish finder or whatever they were using on the river, that they managed to identify a plane under the water. So it took about 2 years for the first fishing boat actually to stumble across this finding. Now you're going to say that's impossible. Everybody has these fish finders and so on. It was the subject, exactly what I stated to you during MK Ultra. It is impossible nowadays. It is impossible nowadays. What makes it interesting is that nobody was doing a fishing in this part of the river until between 2010, 2011, and between 2012, 2013, let's say. One fisherman was the first one. Some way, somehow, for whatever reason, right at this estuary, people did not fish between 2011, 2013, or 2010 and 2012. 2 years before one fisherman, and I'm not going to forget one, I still remember, stumbled upon the founding of the plane inside of the water. That's what it took. 2 years, somebody accidentally stumbled. And what they would do is, there was other fishermen that would come across. Every one of them, individual, became interrogated. What is, did you want to... Homeland Security, Department of Homeland Security, whatever the fuck you have, in the United States of America to silence the people, because such a great is your democracy. Joe Biden did dream about one thing. Joe Biden did dream about he did not want me to release this news no matter what, and Joe Biden was the one who dreamed about would replicate the incident. You should not talk about this under no circumstances. Dreamed about they would replicate the incident with a helicopter and with a plane with no people on board in the future. They started to daydream about even the videos. That there are videos actually about this stuff. Threatened me during MK Ultra. No, it was not about we have videos. So go ahead and talk about this stuff, because we do have videos to support this stuff. But it was said to me during MK Ultra, and if you're going to say that there were no videos, we do have the videos and stuff like this. They do have videos. For the last 30 years, since 1990, I have listened about nothing other than artificial intelligence. Not exactly since ZX Spectrum, Commodore 64, the old computers that came out, but since 1990, during MK Ultra, it was all about artificial intelligence. Blah, 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 blah. They started to develop artificial intelligence actively sometimes in 1988. This is the breaking point, 1988, when it comes to artificial intelligence, and it was based everything on a chess. Actually, they started with this stuff earlier, but it was the first time that came out of the mouth of Prince Andrew and Prince Charles at the time in 1988. The two started to brag about artificial intelligence. Yes, you can manufacture, you can fuck with artificial intelligence videos and whatever the fuck you want to do, simulation that looks like reality or whatever. But those are fake videos. The real plane crash took place sometimes in 2011, I'm going to say. 2010, 2011 is when this plane crash took place. This is the third video I'm going to release in respect to this plane crash.